I'm Clayton for those who don't know, or Berkey or GoPro, and like I've heard from some of the girls here, that Harry Ranger guy. Firstly, I'd like to thank my parents because I literally wouldn't be here without them. Alright, now enough of the bad jokes. We gather here today to celebrate my journey into manhood. I am no longer man-child, I am now man. I've been, very lucky to grow up with a great pair of parents and great friends to support me through my into my adulthood. I was fortunate enough to have a good start in life, go to a good school, to be born healthy and not fall to any sicknesses yet. I was lucky enough to have made it here to 18 years of age and I'm very happy, and I really don't take that for granted, I assure you. I'm very thankful to my parents and friends for, really helping me through my schooling. And honestly, I've really got my mates to thank for that, They made it so easy for me growing up, no matter where we were. If I was with them, we were always having a good time, whether it be school or parties or just hanging out with my mates. It doesn't matter where we were. If I was with my friends, I was having fun non-stop all the time. They made everything so enjoyable, and I really got to thank them for that. I'm so happy to have a good group of lads that are here tonight. I've had amazing experiences with those boys. Some of these mates and I from school drove up to Rapid Bay in Second Valley. It was a great trip. We got there. It was dark. It was about 9 o'clock, and instead of checking into the campsite to get our little site, we decided to cheap out and trek to this tree that was about 200 meters from the campsite, and we set camp under that tree and had a good night. Had some laughs. Had some beers that night, and it was so much fun. Just a typical night with those mates. And when the next day started, we decided we wanted to all go to Second Valley Jetty for some cliff jumping on the near cliffs. And Declan and I had this great idea that we should swim to Second Valley from the Rapid Bay coast, and the other guys, they didn't have that in mind. But with our male depth perception, we thought it was only around 1 to 2 kilometers, not knowing it was actually 5.8. After swimming for an hour and a half, we spotted this cave that had a massive opening, and we wanted a little break. And we went into the big mouth of this cave, and the further you walked in, the tighter it got, and eventually you got to a point where it got so thin that you actually couldn't swim into it anymore, and you had to ride these waves that would come in from the mouth, and it pushed you up onto the rocks, and you had to just let the water carry you up on these rocks. And eventually there was this little keyhole at the end of the cave that we managed to climb through, and we look back on it and we got no idea how we managed to get to where we were through that little keyhole. But you get through the cave, and it took you onto this little cliff that was above the water. It was only about a few meters above the water, but it was an excellent piece of scenery. Seriously, we stopped there for about 20 minutes and just had a good little sightsee, a good little rest. It was absolutely incredible, and I was having so much fun this trip, and I was very happy about it. But unfortunately, a real terrible tragedy did happen. I'm sorry if this is confronting and upsetting for anyone else, but my friend went to look over the edge and he actually slipped. And for this brief second, my heart just sunk into my chest, and I absolutely just froze. I had no idea what to do, and he was very unfortunate to have fallen off the rocks, and he was all right though. He wasn't too badly hurt. He did require a little bit of rehab, and I helped him through that. But it was upsetting. When we go to visit him, it was still fresh in the mind, and definitely wasn't the cliff jumping we were meant to be doing. So I helped my friend through his rehab. It took a lot of time, a lot of effort, but he started feeling better, getting happier. Eventually, we believe it made our friendship a lot stronger, and for that we're pretty thankful for. And we're glad that we took the positives out of this, real sad experience, and we believe it made our friendship stronger. At the same time, it's obviously an awful event that we wish didn't happen, but we think we learned a lot from it. That not a lot of people learn the type of things that we did about what friendships really are and what support really is. And some are not as lucky as us and can go through unfortunate times like my mate did, and growing up can be very difficult and stressful for a lot of young people. But everyone goes through some hardships while maturing, and as much as we're here to celebrate this event, I think we should also acknowledge those that may need some more support. And I believe those people, they're the ones that are there for a lot of other people, and they really need someone there for themselves. As long as we can all be there for each other, I'm sure that we can make the journey easier for everyone. I'm so happy and that I supported my friend, and I know one day if I'm ever in need, he'll be there for me, and that's what friendship really is. That's why we make it here today. And if we will support each other and make this an easier time for everyone, I know what it's like to struggle and need support and all that. And I'm so thankful for those who support me. I'm just trying to say that the reason I'm here today, the reason I'm happy, is because of everyone who helped me get here, and I hope that everyone else gets that kind of opportunity and support that I did when I was growing up. And I'm so thankful to say that my friend is here with me today and celebrate my 18th with me, and soon I'll celebrate his. And that's because we're lucky enough to have made it. We're all here. We should all be so happy that we have this opportunity to make mistakes and have another chance. Not everyone gets that sort of opportunity, so we need to make the best of it. And until then, I just want to say it again, make sure you're there for your mates, get around each other, support one another, and we'll all make this a better time for everyone. Thank you very much.